Good day, everyone. In the news is an article that I've wanted to cover for some time. Bill Gates started warning the world about future pathogens that can come. He's also told the world that there should be this special group of people that look after future biochemical weapon attacks or anything like that that should fall under the World Health Organization. And Bill Gates has again said in this specific article, there were many in Marca, says Bill Gates warning there's a risk of another more transmissible and lethal variant of the coronavirus. So he specifies here a lethal variant, and he also says that there's a 5% chance that this lethal variant will develop. And he has come out with a book, and I'll link this article in the description below the video as well as in the first comment, so you can go and read it there. In this book, where he basically says how to prevent the next pandemic, and there's a review on that by the New Scientist. They call it Bill Gates' timely blueprint, and you'll find it fascinating because it alludes to some of the things that he's mentioned before, and it looks like he now has his direction and his script properly worked out, so he knows exactly what he wants to tell the world. And in the first article in Marca, Bill Gates has warned that the global coronavirus nightmare may not be over. The Microsoft co-founder, one of the most prominent voices during the pandemic, insists COVID-19 may still have a big impact on our lives. They choose to put what he says out there. So, prominence depends on how the media pummels your story to the rest of the world. And I copy, there's a risk of well over 5% of a variant being generated that would be even more transmissible than the previous one and even more lethal, Gates said to the Financial Times. But he has said before that we will have worse. Gates urged caution and insisted that the governments around the world rely on computer science and epidemiologists. This line of action would serve to predict the possible pandemics that could affect humanity in the future. And at the end of the day, if you look at his book, and that's what I want to cover next, you will see that freedom is not an option in his mind. Okay, to Bill Gates, everything is like a computer, like an android, like a robot, and it's ones and noughts, and it's about saving life, not the freedom for you to risk your life. They start the article by saying, not content with writing a handbook on tackling climate change, which he's already done, Bill Gates has turned his attention to another of the world's biggest problems, stopping the next pandemic. So Bill Gates wants to put everything in place to stop the next pandemic. Now, you need to understand what that means for the world, and literally what it means for humanity and freedom of choice. And I'm not recommending that you get the book or read it. Gates is good at guiding readers through his blueprint for the technological, economic, and regulatory fixes to stop the next pathogen from causing global havoc, never assuming too much knowledge, because he doesn't have that much knowledge now, does he? Much of his prescription for pandemic prevention is hard to argue with, the writers say. Who doesn't want more investment in public health systems globally, better surveillance, quicker treatments, and vaccines? Who doesn't want it? Well, many people actually don't want to be monitored, tracked, and traced, and many people don't want vaccines, especially in Africa and Southern Africa. Other ideas are sensible too, such as smarter and more frequent pandemic simulation exercises. So, once again, technology being used to guide how we live our lives. Try and understand what that actually means. As one public health expert told him, the book would be very short if everyone would just wear masks. So, mask wearing is going to be a huge focus for these people. They are going to want you to wear masks as a normal part of your life. You need to ask yourself, why would the people of the world just follow one man and his ideas? I really want to thank you for watching this video. Till the next video.